Home is where connections are made, memories are formed, and ideas are born. And no one knows home better than NFM. Thanks for tuning in to I Am Home, the podcast that goes deeper than trends and dives into what it means to make your house a home.
Well, hello there. You're listening to I Am Home, the Home Life Best Life podcast. I'm Tyler Weiskup, joined by my co-host whose presence is a present. It's Becca Sudbeck.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi, Becca. And our other co-host is the gift that keeps on giving. It's Hillary Waltemath.
Hey.
Hi, Hillary. And this month, our theme is gratitude. And today's topic is great gift giving. Our guest has some great ideas for you this holiday season. But before we get to her, let me tell you why we're even doing this podcast. And that's because NFM is more than just your everything home store. We're in the business of improving lifestyles because your home life should be your best life. And you can learn more at nfm.com. And our guest is here in the studio. So excited to be welcoming frequent guest Nora Gomez.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me.
I'm thrilled that you're here, Nora. And let's remind people who you are real quick before we jump into today's topic. Nora, you are our Chief Merchandising Officer. You're an expert in buying, merchandising, product development, executive level leadership. And I'm just learning this morning, air guitar.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is correct. Put on a great Def Leppard song and I'm in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that something that you put on your resume when you are applying for jobs?
Well,
or
when people talk about hobbies, that's usually one that comes out.
Right, immediately.
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
I just go. I happen to.
Is there a specific air guitar song that you prefer?
Oh, yes, definitely. Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Nice.
Yes, it's
Nice.
not only an air guitar song,
Classic.
it's a pump up song. So
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Love it. Okay. Well, most importantly today, beyond the air guitar, even though that is really, really important, we're excited to talk about all things gift giving with you. So let's get into it. You know that our theme this month is gratitude, and giving a really thoughtful gift this time of year is like one of the best ways to show people that you care. So what do you think, in your opinion, Nora, sets a meaningful gift apart from the rest?
So let's face it, the easy thing to do is a gift card. There's not a whole lot of thought in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this is the year of people really thinking about the person that they're going to be gifting.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it, whether it's through storytelling, whether it's through the gratitude of having that person in your life, recognizing how special that person is. The gift giving season this year is going to be extremely thoughtful.
Yeah. Why do you think so?
I think we're in a state of change, obviously, as a country. And there are certainly things that are going on around the world that are impacting so many people's lives. And to provide some joy and some comfort during this time of year, I think is going to be incredibly important and very top of mind for people.
Yeah. We're looking for something else to focus on than everything in the world around
Yeah.
us. So if we can give people a really great gift and kind of spend
Yes.
some time and energy and thinking about the best thing for those folks,
Yes.
then I think you're spot on. It makes total sense to me. So let's help the people out. This is kind of a foot in the door for thoughtfulness, because obviously thoughtfulness has to be kind of tailored to the person. But I thought that we could kind of talk a little bit about certain lifestyles, like different kinds of folks that may be in your life, and some conventional and then maybe some unconventional gift ideas for those folks. So I've got a kind of a list of different kinds of people, and I'm hoping that you might be able to share some gift ideas for us.
I hope so too.
I have a lot of confidence in you. I've experienced Nora's thoughtful gift giving firsthand. Like if you're ever shopping with Nora, whether it's like you're intentionally out and about looking for something or you're just happening upon stuff, she's always like, so-and-so's having a baby. This would be so great. Like, it's like you've got this internal Rolodex of people and you like just, I don't know, can pick something out immediately and think of somebody in that situation. I've witnessed that a number of times. So I've got all the
Wow.
confidence.
And I feel like that's like a quality not everybody
yeah.
has.
I
Like,
certainly
100%.
do not have that.
it's very hard for me to buy gifts with confidence.
Yeah, I agonize over
yes,
it.
I agree.
But Nora's got this
It's
like
the-
internal Rolodex.
I think it's the emotional connection and the feeling,
Mhm.
right? I sometimes when I'm out there and shopping, I am like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be so great for this person, and I'll buy it. But then the problem is I'll put it somewhere and I forget about it. And then my husband's like, who is this for? Who is this for? And I'm like, I can't remember, but somebody's going to get it. Let me think.
Mhm.
Kind of. So I love gift giving. And of course, I love gifts in general because, you never know if you're going to hit that person just at the right time.
Mhm.
Or maybe it's not exactly the right time, but they get that gift and they take it home and they put it on their shelf and they look at it or they play with it, whatever it happens to be. And that there is a moment and that you're not always there to witness that moment when they're interacting or enjoying the gift, but it's going to happen. And so that really gives me a sense of it's gratitude.
Mhm.
I'm grateful to be able to give gifts. Trust me, I love getting gifts too. So, but I think that, to your point earlier about the month of gratitude,
Yeah.
that really, it's great that we're talking about gift giving.
Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously, 100% the right person to talk to you about this. So, our first kind of lifestyle person that I've kind of narrowed things down to, let's call her Comfortable Kathy. Okay. She's she loves nothing more than curling up in soft blankets, maybe sipping some tea, relaxing, and just setting that soothing environment. Nora, you've got a Comfortable Kathy in your life. Probably picture this person in your mind.
Mhm.
What would be a conventional great gift for Kathy?
I think Kathy would probably really enjoy a warm hug, with that warm hug would be a beautiful blanket.
Yeah.
And Barefoot Dreams is a great
Mhm.
brand
Mhm.
for those.
Oh,
It's
okay.
soft
Yeah.
and fluffy, and it's like an old friend.
Yeah.
The other thing I think that Comfortable Kathy would like is probably some home brewed tea,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
maybe one of those comfy cup warmers so that her tea stays warm and gets her through, whether she's reading or the cat's just sleeping on her or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think she would probably enjoy those two things for sure.
Yeah.
And then maybe throw in some essential oils.
Essential oils.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that just sets the vibe. That's
Mhm.
Kathy's vibe for sure. I
Yeah,
feel
for
it
sure.
for her.
Yeah.
Any ideas for something that may be a little unconventional?
Something that might be a little unconventional for Kathy. Maybe a box of See's candy.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily on the comfy list.
Yeah.
But I think it's on the indulgent list.
Yeah.
Best enjoyed while in your curled up comfy on your couch.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alone.
Uh-huh.
I like that. I
Don't
like
have to
that.
share.
Yeah, for sure.
I was thinking of this. I don't think this exists, but maybe we should start a business. It's called the Snuggle Puppy Experience, where you just get to go have a wonderful roll around with a litter of puppies. So
Oh, that would
I
be
think that would be great for
awesome.
Kathy as well.
I
So,
think, yes, but keep the candy away from the
Yes,
puppies.
yes.
Especially the chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially the
Yes.
chocolates, for sure.
Yeah. Well, they have, cat cafes. That's
Cat Cafe. Kathy might like that. That seems
adjacent
like
to puppy.
Kathy's Cat Cafe.
okay.
Love
Great start. I've got another lifestyle here that I'd love to poke your brain about. Let's call this guy Minimalist Marty. Minimalist Marty believes less is more. This is the person in your life who's probably like the hardest to shop for. They only ever get things when they need them. They like sensible solutions, functionality over flair. Everything has a purpose. They're that guy. For Marty, what ideas do you have? Because this is a tough one, but I know that, Nora, you're the right person to ask.
Is this Minimalist Marty or Minimalist Tyler?
I think Marty might appreciate maybe something that he would not necessarily splurge on for himself.
Yeah.
And so the first thing that came to my mind was air purifier. Marty probably has a fan, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Fans are great. But to have some pure air, I think would be something Marty, once he got involved with that device, he would love.
Yeah.
But he would not buy it
That's
for
a great
himself.
idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too functional. Just like, well, why would I ever get something like that?
Exactly.
Like
Why
when
spend
it's-
money? The air is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
when it's in the
Mhm.
house and you like can smell air again
Mhm.
instead of like whatever was in your house for 20 years
Right.
up to that point. I love
That's
that
right.
gift idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it also, he probably doesn't think too much about this, but it really promotes health and wellness as
Mhm.
well. Marty just kind of strikes me as a guy who also may really love a big screen TV
Mm,
Mm.
and won't spend the money on it though.
Mhm.
mhm.
And
Yeah.
I'm
Still
I'm-
rocking like the 27-inch, the
I'm,
box
I'm
TV.
thinking he's still
It's the
Magnavox, but
The tube hasn't died yet. Like,
no. But lucky for Marty, he can get those at affordable price points now.
yeah. Yeah. TVs are not as expensive as they used to be. I mean, you can
Mhm.
get
That's
like
so true.
even like the
Mhm.
entry level, like a huge screen. I
Mhm.
mean, what, like $200 for some of them. So
Mhm. I think we should add miserly to Marty. I think that would be another good adjective.
another good modifier.
For sure.
I feel like these are maybe unconventional gifts already, but like, do you have an idea that is more specifically unconventional for Marty?
I think we could take Marty on a bar hop. And we can give Marty
Loosen him
an
up a little.
experience.
Yeah. Maybe Marty doesn't
Yes.
spend on experiences.
Yeah.
Or a restaurant
Yeah.
hop,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
unexpected. Yes.
Mhm.
Or maybe he's never spent $7 on a Starbucks drink.
Mhm.
Yes.
And, we could take him, from scooters to Starbucks to,
Mm.
maybe a little bit more smaller, intimate cafe.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like really take him out of his
Yeah.
comfort
Little
zone.
exposure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Load him up on caffeine so you can have more of a personality. Yeah.
Poor
Okay.
Marty. By the way, that's my brother's name.
Oh, shout out Marty.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got some good ideas for Marty. On the flip side, I've got Maximalist Maria. Okay, she's opposite of Marty, lives in full color, bold and eclectic, likes extravagance, rich textures, and unique, quirky finds. What ideas do we have for Maria?
So Maria sounds like she would really love dopamine and that decor style.
Mhm.
And, things that are exaggerated, like sculptures of big lips, or I'm thinking really big, puffy furniture,
Yeah.
or maybe some artwork that other people would look at and not appreciate, but
Mhm.
she would because of the layers and layers of color and the texture from the paint. I think that's who we're talking about, because she doesn't want what everybody else has.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. She wants to be loud and in your face about like how cool she is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's the one that would be walking down the street with like the big oversized hot pink sweater and maybe some white cowboy boots and a bedazzled cowboy hat. Like I can see her right now. Oh, there it goes.
There
She just walked by
walked
the
by.
booth.
We just saw her. She looks great though. I mean, you have to
Mhm.
really give her flowers. Okay. Any unconventional ideas for Maria?
She could probably use some essential oils because she's so out there all the time
Yeah.
and she's so big and full of life.
Mhm.
I think maybe some calming would be good for her.
Something to help unwind.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Mhm.
The total opposite of that, I think Maria would really love if you invited her to a party thrown just for her. It's called Maria Palooza.
And Marty could be there.
That you have to drag
Or
Marty
one
along.
simulated in the corner.
But I think that would be really cute to like just be like,
Mhm.
hey, instead of like a
Mm.
gift, I know that you have all your house is perfect already, but like,
Mhm.
why don't we do like some great big bash to celebrate you and how amazing you are, and have some themed events that are part of it. Feels like Maria thing.
I love that because Maria, we all probably have a Maria in our life, And Maria is that one that we always want to be around because she makes us feel good and happy. So I love celebrating her
Yeah.
because she's always celebrating us.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
We're knocking it out of the park so far with these
Yeah.
gift ideas. I've got another one here. Samantha the sommelier. Okay. Samantha is got a refined palate. She loves hosting fancy parties. She's smart and witty. She's sophisticated. She's okay spending a little more time in the kitchen or even in life in general, as long as it helps kind of like make an experience. What ideas do we have for Samantha?
Wow. That one's got me a little stumped because I feel like Samantha probably has everything that she needs to live her life. And so I'm thinking out of the box for her from an experiential standpoint. The first thing that came to mind was a day at the spa because she is such a perfectionist. But thinking in hindsight, maybe something more like a gift certificate to go line dancing and kind of take her out of her comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe to help her along, whether she has a significant other or it's a group of friends that she goes with, because she is always trying to be perfect in every way. And let's face it, when you're line dancing, there's nothing perfect about it. There's precision, but there's not perfection. So I think that might be a fun gift for her.
Precision, not perfection in line dancing. Okay.
Yes.
That's the best way to sum it up. I don't think there's a better way.
Right.
I feel like that was conventionally unconventional. I like it. I mean, obviously, I think we could do like an elegant set of wine glasses, a decanter. I know that there's
She has
those
all
kind of
that
things, but
already.
she probably does.
Yeah, she has it all.
Yeah. Smart. Okay. I've got another one here for us. Ben the book lover. Okay. Loves the smell of fresh pages, escaping into a deeply engaging story. He's a dreamer. He's passionate. He can be a know-it-all, but like really in the best ways. What ideas do we've got? What do we have for Ben?
That is a really interesting one too. I'm almost thinking that he would enjoy coffee, but from a pour over coffee experience.
Yeah.
And he's very experimental. And pour over is such a lost art. It's kind of like French press. It's such a lost art.
Yeah.
But if he is as knowledgeable and astute as I think he is, I think he's going to bypass the typical means of making a drink, and he's going to go for something that he thinks is an art form.
Yeah. Yeah. Great idea. I love it.
Yeah, and there's so many in the coffee world. They're like, you can create the like coffee shop experience in your home. There's so many like gadgets and tools and accessories to like really up your game at home if you're kind of a coffee snob too.
Mhm.
I agree. And
Yeah.
those methods, he's going to have to put the book down to do these. So he's already read about them and he thinks he can do it. And so now we have to give him the means to be able to do it. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Super smart. I think more classical, maybe like just the straight up bookshelves. He's probably got like so many books. Like you could always use another place to store them.
A little
There's
decor to
probably
break
some
up
fun
all
ones.
the bookshelves.
Maybe,
yeah, to spice up
Yeah.
the bookshelf
You know
a little
what? I
bit.
think that he might even need a little reading light,
Reading light,
right?
conventional.
Whether it's portable, he can wear it around his neck.
Mhm.
Wherever he goes, he can
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
Or maybe he needs a new Kindle because he's burned the one he has out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There.
Just reading so much.
There.
So great to travel with, right?
Yeah.
I've even seen tempted by this and I just can't bring myself to do it, like a stand for your Kindle with a bendable arm that you could put next to your bed.
Oh,
You don't have to hold it.
Yeah, and then you can even
Oh.
set it up with like a remote
no.
to turn the page for you, so you can just
Oh.
be
Oh,
cuddled
that's
up and
actually
you just
really
hit your
genius.
little-
pretty
like
brilliant.
under the
Yeah.
blanket.
Oh, that's
That's,
pretty
I do
brilliant.
because I don't like having my arms out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Especially in the winter
Yeah.
time.
Like-
Oh,
Mhm.
That's brilliant.
wow.
And the you start to lose a little like blood flow in the
Yes. Yeah.
You're right.
your placement.
Your
so,
hands go numb.
yeah, make
I
them,
love that.
These
make
are
them
great
get
ideas.
even more lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
in the
I feel
book.
like Nora, that you led almost with our unconventional idea. We've come around to some more conventional ones, but like definitely out of the box, I'd say. And they're still very, very thoughtful, which is kind of the goal here. So, okay. How are we doing on time? We got another time for a couple more. Okay. I've got Nicole the Nostalgic. She's an old soul, cherishes memories, experiences from days gone by, collects those old family photos, always starts those sentences with, remember when? Do you remember when? Nicole understands that history shapes us and deserves our respect. What ideas do we have for Nicole?
You know, I think Nicole might appreciate a new journal, and one that is blank. Like there's so many journals now that like try to lead you with what you should be writing in them, and Nicole doesn't need that. Her head is full of memories, and actually she can capture those memories, share them with other people, and then the photos, you know, she may not have all of her friends around her or family around her, so maybe she needs one of those frames, the
Aura
frames.
frames. Those are so cool.
Yes,
Those are so
yes.
cool.
And I know my mother has one, and that's how she keeps in touch with her great grandson. And you know, the feed from daycare can come through, or mom and dad send photos of little baby Gabriel, and it just makes her day. So I'm thinking that probably not the most unconventional, but since she is so nostalgic, I'm thinking stuffed animal.
Oh, okay.
Like, what is your stuffed animal that you held on to as a kid, and do you still have it? And if you don't, can we find something that will bring back those memories?
That's really great. Just that old teddy bear, that stuffed giraffe or whatever that you got. That's super smart. I like it a lot.
Your journaling made me think of something I've seen on TikTok called junk journaling. I don't know how you gift this, but you take like a blank journal and you journal your experiences just by not going out and buying like scrapbook. You're essentially making a scrapbook, but with like found things. So whether it's like tickets to the show you went to, and then you can add like a printout of the photo you went, or of the selfie you took, or if you were giving out bracelets, you put the little bracelet in there, or if you had an excellent meal, you keep part of the paper menu and you put that as your backdrop, and you're not like going out and having to buy all these like things, but you're kind of keeping the junk from said experience to scrapbook your memories a little bit too.
That.
Yeah. I think it's so
Very good.
That's a fun idea.
I love that.
want to get into that.
Yeah.
Another hobby I don't need, but I think that's
But you'd be
would
so
be
good at
great
it.
at
Yeah.
You would be so great
But I
at
think
it.
you could gift a really nice like leather bound journal or something that you could do that in. So
Yeah. Fabulous ideas. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the time. Nora, I did want to ask you if there are like above and beyond these lifestyle groups, are there like hot trend items that people are searching for, things that folks may want to know about that they don't know about?
Well, I think people know a lot about technology, and there is certainly not going to be a lack of new introductions as we head into the holiday season. I think the gift from a tech standpoint is going to be the new MetaQuest release, and that virtual reality gaming is becoming so popular. And I love it because I love watching people doing it.
It is
so
fun.
entertaining to watch people do
You
that.
just don't know what world they're in, and they're just like all crazy and doing
They
different.
get so
weird
immersed in it
things,
too that you forget like people are watching you.
Yes,
It is very entertaining.
But you can have it set up where like they can see the screen or anything, like at least a little bit of like what they're looking at. Like at least in old versions that I've seen. I don't know about the new one, but I would assume they would have similar technology. So I mean, it's fun to just watch the people wave their arms and be crazy,
right?
But also to share a little bit of the experience of what they're seeing and feeling may be cool as well.
That's cool.
Yes, I'm not sure if anyone in my family will be getting that, but I think that's going to be one of the hot gifts of the year. And then the other thing is, I think people are really going to be very thoughtful about gift giving this year. And what I mean by that is it's going to be really personal. And it's not going to be your standard, stand in front of the gift cards. Those are important. Don't get me wrong. They're great stocking stuffers and all the things. But speaking of stockings, I think the personalization of doing something like that and putting thoughtful things that are very specific to that person will be really important. Now, puppies do fit in stockings. And so that could be, or a little kitten. But I think people are going to be very thoughtful this year and not just have a list and check it off.
Right.
Notice how I didn't say check it twice.
We don't have time. We have so many people.
Well, I don't want to
on our
upset
list.
Santa either.
That's
so,
true. That's
his method.
Yeah.
But I think it will be very different and things will be very thoughtful.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, this has been so great. Nora, thanks again. Like a perfect gift. I think that's a wrap on our episode.
I felt that one coming.
That's a good one.
No, it wasn't. But thank you. Bless your heart. Thanks for being here. I also want to thank our co-hosts, Becca and Hillary, our co-producers, Scott and Ann, and finally, you listeners, don't forget to like, subscribe, and rate, do the reviews, all the things wherever you listen. Then hop over to nfm.com/podcast, where you can send us your questions. Bye for now, but remember, home is what you make it.
Thanks for joining us today for I Am Home with Tyler Weisskopf, Hillary Woltemath, and Becca Sudbeck. No one knows home quite like NFM. So if you'd like more information on home design at NFM, please check out nfm.com and leave us a review on the podcast platform of your choice.